Hello beautiful people, welcome back to a new beautiful season where I'm introducing season 2 of Building Africa. This is season 2 episode 1. We have covered more than 14 episodes in the first season where I've been able to share with you the journey of construction, where I've been covering and showcasing all the projects that we have been designing in Build Africa and building it ourselves on the ground. So we are a design and build company where we design your building and we the ground and we build it ourselves exactly as it has been designed on paper. So in this episode, I want to introduce to you the progress of Kikuyu house. We covered this house when we were doing foundation in season 1 episode 2. And it was interesting because during that time, there was a lot of excavation, a lot of backfilling, cut and fill, and a lot of massive concreting where we were doing the slab. And this house in itself is 890 square meters, where we have done 3 levels, 3 stories, and it is on a raised hill. This house overlooks and gives you a clear view of Ngong Hills from Kikuyu, where you can be able to see the windmills. And this is so interesting that in this building, we have come this far. Another interesting feature is that our client has only done 2 site visits. So it is so interesting that in this project, we have been having all the jurisdiction and liberty and freedom to move it into the client's space. Our clients lives in the diaspora, and it's so interesting that our client trusted us as Build Africa to come up with the design, a design that he was inspired by one of our structures that we had done in Katani. This is different, but the curve language is the same. So we came up with a different layout, but with the same curve language. It's interesting that I'm finding most Kenyans loving the curves. These will be 2 of our carved houses that we've done in Kenya, and it's so interesting that most clients are appreciating the curves. You know, it gives you that artistic feel. So in this building, we have done a different sort of a curve where we've completed the curve and done like a signature form of thing. Come with me as I show you what we have been doing in Kikuyu. So, again, our plot is 300 feet by 70. It's quite long, and the place that I'm working in, we will be creating an infinity pool. Unacheki mali kuna zile skuma refu, where there's those tall kales. The kales, we will remove the kales, no more becoming vegetarians, and come up with an infinity pool. It's so interesting that we'll be creating an infinity pool that will be having an endless feel but gives you a view to the Ngong Hills. So you're able to see the Ngong Hills while you're swimming. And then at the sideways, we're going to create a hot tub jacuzzi that massages, that have high pressure, that, you know, pressures your bones, your muscles, you know, your flesh, and you just relax and breeze out as you enjoy the Kikuyu breeze. Because as you can see, it's actually misty, but when it's a little bit clear and it's sunny, you're able to see Ngong Hills clearly. So that is one of my interesting views, and I will tell you some of the prime spots, prime spaces in this house that I've been able to show and, you know, take advantage of the view. One of the spaces in the house that's taking the advantage of the Ngong Hills and the Ngong view and the jacuzzi feel is to start with the living lounge and the mini lounge, and also the terrace. We have a balcony terrace that also gives the client the view of the Ngong Hills because it's therapeutic. And it's if for example if it was clear, you will be able to see all the way to the the Ngong Hills. And I'm sure in the first episode you're able to appreciate the Ngong Hills and the view. So that view gives you that that holiday-ish feeling while you're living in your house. Another space that I was keen to give the view was the master bedroom and the family room at the first floor level, which these 2 spots enjoy all that prime view and prime, your space. So we have, taken 3 key steps while we were designing this building in A-Built Africa's offices. So mainly the spatial integration and function, and how the house sits on this plot. So this will be the spot where we'll be having a pool around there. We'll push it back kidogo, so that you can be able to create a small terrace as you're walking to the pool. You open up the long doors, glass doors. And another interesting feature of this house, also the client, we are going to do glass. It is going to be glassy. So this is our welcome terrace. We are going to introduce steps up, because you've seen that the land slopes down. It has a steep gradient, and we will be introducing some steps to bring you up. And this whole area is a carved entrance glass. So it is going to be interesting that this door is also going to be carved. And unlike our Katani project, which is also having almost similar architectural language, we have a door at the side, but in this one we redesigned and put a door in the middle where you walk into the lounge. After you walk into the lounge, you have 2 double round columns which spreads out to the mini lounge stroke the atrium space. Because in this space, we've created it to be like an atrium, because we are thinking of using a glass cover on the top to bring a lot of light, and it's all carved. And in this area, unlike the Katani one, we have done 2 double carved staircase. It's interesting that we have 2 double carved staircase. If you look at the staircase, they all take the same radius and the same curve. It's we've given that to be able to have a certain unique architecture, and we have big glasses on the side, which will be bringing enough light. And this house will be super carved, super lit, and the lighting in it is perfect. Let me take up the stairs as you're able to see. So currently what we are doing the plaster works, and we have our plaster team in place. We have Otimbi, the master. This is one of my best plaster guys. Huyu achekangi na plaster. In fact, when he does the plaster, unaweza ona whatever he's doing actually. As you learn here, the language, we have these 2 double column. The reason I mean single column that is carved. If you look at this column, it goes all the way down. And the reason I maintain this column is because on this family room, I had a big cantilever, and I was avoiding beams in the middle of the room. So I left this to give us, together with the structural engineer, to give us that structural strength of this building, because we are really looking at opening up spaces and avoiding walling it in almost all spaces. So this family room, we've already done the plaster. I can be able to show you that we have a family wall which will be doing a TV unit on this spot. And as you walk down the curves, you're able to even still see the TV. Still, as you walk down also to the sitting room, you're able to see the living lounge TV again. And then we have this carved, it spreads out to a carved separate balcony. This one has a carved separate balcony, which also carves. If you look at this curve, it's so unique. We've taken it's different. It gives you a different feel. It's snaky. This curve is snaky, but if you look at the curve, you're able to feel the curve language, because this is what exactly the client was looking at. So another thing, by the way, that is interesting, we normally mount our drain pipe within our column, our column, our decorative columns, yeah. So with these pipes, they go all the way to the terrace to collect the terrace water and drain it down, because you see we are not hatuna roof ya mabati where we'll be doing the gutters, the plastic gutters and stuff like that. But in this one, you're able to see this pipe that drains the rain water kutoka huko juu kwa terrace ikiteremsha chini bila you know, array with the nyumbas. So I'm gonna take you somewhere. Let me discuss something unique about the master bedroom. As you leave, we have the master bedroom space. The master bedroom space have so much space because the client wanted space. In this building, the client wanted space. There's nothing else the client was thinking when we were designing and building this Kikuyu mansion, modern mansion, but the client was speaking about the space in glass. It is almost like it's naked, because what we're going to do with this curve, we have a spot for glass and we have another beam. It's like the double beam, but the reason for the double beam is for aesthetics. There is a mold that we were looking at when we were designing the building, and we did not want to make it boxy. You know, most modern houses, people just come up with boxes, and sometimes they forget to think about, you know, outside the box. And we wanted this to have a certain aesthetic feature and aesthetic feel. When we're doing the finishes, external finishes, there are walls cladding with mazeras, landscape will be cladding with mazeras, and we'll be cladding with yellow stone, blue stones, and part of the walls and the interiors will be using the white Mombasa stone. We'll call it coral stone, the white coral stone, to clad and varnish it so that the dirt doesn't stay within it. So guys, I just wanted to open up the stage and the level, because most of my subscribers have been asking me to show them the progress of the projects that we have started, especially some of the projects that we have not uploaded and shown the advance. And this is it. I'm showing you Kikuyu. This is the level. I was holding it for me to unveil it when it's completed, but I felt, let me give you a sneak peek of the level we're in the structure. So with this structure, we will be waiting also for our client to come, and we share ideas of interiors and finishes, because our client is booking a flight to come now. We sit down and start discussing the finishes, the kind of finishes and the colors and the paints that the client wants to put in, because it's been an interesting journey. I appreciate you, my viewers, and I appreciate you, the people who have subscribed. Some of these clients have gotten them through YouTube, and we're really focusing on trying to, help them put up the home at home. We help them put up a home at home, because in the diaspora, I'm sure there are many guys who wonder, right people to work with and build other than their brothers and sisters, who end up tending them, yani kutendwa kitendos. And so now, this will be the walk-in closet, and this will be the grand master bathroom. I'm sure you are wondering why we have windows this level from the master bathroom. Again, it's because of lighting. It's unique. No one said you can be, dirisha za choo ni tule tumacho tushimo watu wanaekanga wamezoea. You can have a bathroom that makes you feel like you're outside, but you're not outside, and actually it's still private. No one will be able to see, because it will be obscure but not really dark. It's going to be clear, and you cannot be able to see who's inside, or who's taking a shower, or who's taking a doki. So it's interesting that we were still in progress. We're still doing the plaster work. We still have some journey to take, and it's interesting to where we've come. If you look at the season 2, when we were doing the foundation, we were down there, but right now we're here. So it's easy, guys, to build, and these journeys are so easy. People don't know. People think it's think it's extremely hard to build a house, and they have to buy. If you are not looking at purchasing an already constructed or completed house, and you want to build a house that has your own features, because in this house, if we go up again, I'm going to take you up and show you some of the unique features that we're doing there. We're doing the sauna, we're doing the steam. We've already constructed the sauna and the steam, and we're doing the gym and the lounge and the terrace that you'll be able to see. And also we are doing the jacuzzi. We also have another jacuzzi at the top. the jacuzzi that when you're up there, you're able to get the breeze and enjoy the Ngong Hills. So this house has got 6 bedrooms in total. So we have 6 bedrooms in total. We have 3 up, 3 down, and a family room. So this is one of the bedrooms. Maybe I could show you one of the bedrooms on top. So we have one of the bedrooms is not so huge, and we have a big terrace, and this terrace is shared between this bedroom and the other bedroom. In fact, you can walk this way so that we move to this other bedroom through the terrace area. So this is just a terrace. It also acts as an aesthetic feature. You may be wondering why we have this terrace. So when we're designing, we also think about the external outlook, and the aesthetic, how this house is going to look like. So this is the terrace that is external and is accessible to both bedrooms. And you come to this other bedroom also, and the lighting is enough, it's sufficient. It's sufficient. And we have another bedroom here. The lighting is also sufficient kabisa. Then we go up our double curve. So as we come to this level, so this is the level where we're going now to the terrace. The reason why we have not concreted this level yet is because we're still having a negotiation with the client we're going actually to roof with steel, because concrete was a bit heavy, and it was not going to be sustainable, because the span of the slab is long. And now to make our building strong and firm, so we are going to use light gauge steel and cover it up with roof. Either we're going to use glass or perspex to bring lighting under, but we're still negotiating with the client. We haven't really come up with the final, or we haven't concluded on that. So with this, we have a view terrace on this area. We have a view terrace on one of our curve area where you can come and stand and have a view. Just enjoy the Ngong Hills, look at the neighborhood. You're able to see the greenery, you're able to appreciate Kikuyu, and you're able to see your land, and feel your Camino El Pacino. You're able to feel like you're in your Camino El Pacino or El Dorado in some kind of thing, So that other part that I wanted to show you was the terrace jacuzzi. We've already done the provision for the terrace jacuzzi, and this is where we'll be doing our terrace jacuzzi, where we'll be having the hot water and also the cold water to mix, and the pressure. So we will bring that. This will be imported. This will be an imported kind of a tub bath, which will build within this area, so that while we are having this as a garden area, like open terrace garden, because we're going to do a grass carpet within this area. Once we finish this area, we're going to do a glass carpet. Then we have our lounge within this spot, and this lounge will be covered with glass perspex. We'll do with steel. So we are going to do now the remaining part with steel, to lessen the weight. So this one will be steel area. Then that will be our urinal and the washroom, and then in this part of we have our gym, and you can see the gym. I really focused on this big glass here. We'll have a big glass while you're gymming. You're still enjoying the view. But now we have, when you enter here, hapa pandio therapy. This is the therapy area. This is a therapy area. We will have a massage room here, like a small massage bed. We also have a bathroom and washroom for the gym. Then we have the steam room. It's dark, you can't be able to see the steam room. And then we have this the sauna. Hapa ndio sasa tunatengeneza, tunaikava, tunaweka joto, tunachoma watu. By the way, let me give you an interesting story of how the sauna was invented. Let's go out. Sauna has an interesting history. It is believed that during the old colonial times, the slaves the slaves who were coming from Africa and all part of the world, you know, when they were being captured, they were taken to those areas, so na huko ma Pakistan na huko. And these slaves, part of the punishments they used to be given was you know, they were being told, if you do a mistake or if you're lazy, you don't work, or you're you know, they used to be taken into a hot room that was like a sauna. Because in the sauna, you know, you cannot do an hour in the sauna. You develop what is called hypothermia, and you know, your heart might stop. So they used to be taken kwa sauna as a form of torture. But now when they come out from that room, wako na kienergy kingine hapo, wamechangamka yani wamechangamka, wametoa zile matoxins zimetoka as a punishment. Wakirudishwa kwa job, wanapiga job mpaka masters wao wanashangaa, kweni utu mtu, we were punishing them. And then another interesting part, they started to look handsome. Hawa mawaifu hawa master walikuwa wanaanza kuwa noki, wanaanza kuwa promote, wanaambia please be cleaning our bedrooms. Anaenda kusafisha ma bedroom huko, wanashangaa. Then the masters, you know, the master realized, looks like hii sauna ya torture hatutaweka huku tena. And they chased them away from that, and they say this is now luxury for the masters. Because now when you get into the sauna, what I was saying is therapy. You will get rejuvenated, the energy, you know, your skin glows and glitters because you've opened your pores. Na unakam beauty, na unakam handies. And then, you know, you continue to be liked by your wife. So when you do your sauna, you never break up with your wife in that home. So please, that's a secret I've given to all developers, all homeowners. Please, put in place a sauna. Mko na energy. Hata ile shughuli ingine ki-energizer. You don't need the matoke soup, and you don't need the pepe soup and all the ginger and whatever. You know, you sauna, na una rejuvenate, na una enjoy maisha. Well, you build, and actually it's just a small space. It's a small space that you can include in one of your development. And you know, similarly, as we say, you know, as we include a prayer room or any other space that you put like an office, it's similar that you can put a sauna or you know, steam bath. And maybe the other thing that could be a good advice for you when you decide to do that, the power supply for the sauna and steam becomes different. You know, you give it only you give it its only dB, so that at least it has its own distribution, whatever. So they have its own breakers. So that power has its own bill. You separate it from the house, because sometimes when you use the power, they have power implications. But these are some of the luxuries that you can include in your house and you can enjoy. And guys, this season 2 iko na maneno imechemka, and this is where we are in Kikuyu, building Africa. I'm your host, Angelo Churiba, and let me enjoy the Kikuyu breeze. It's been a journey, and I've been enjoying, you know, building this house because of the views. When you come here, when I come to this site, I always feel rejuvenated. I always feel relaxed. You know, I get out of the city, and it's sort of like, you know, a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful kind of thing. That's it, guys. Today you know about the sauna. Ka beauty, ka handies. Unajenga kisauna retu na unakuwa tuko set, and that's it. So guys, that's it. Welcome to season 2, episode 1 of Building Africa, where we're still taking you through the journey of the building and construction and the designs that we're doing. We are a design and build company, and we're located in Trio Complex, 4th floor of Garden City, exit 7, old EABL building. I'm your host, Angelo Churiba. Cheers. See you another day. Kabisa, let me go. The double stairs. Ayo mapesa yo. Ayo mapesa yo. So guys, we enjoy building. You know, it's fun. You know, it's from the heart. It's a passion. It's an art, and it's exciting sometimes when you put up a building and come to see what is, you know, what it's become. This structure is going to stay here for the longest time ever, and it's unique when we do something in this world that we are created. We cannot build every place, everyone, but we can build and build and build and build with passion. So yeah, welcome to Building Africa, where we build your Africa. Namna hiyo my friend, ama namna gani? Tujenge mwili, tubomoe mwili. Hapa kuko na kitu inaitwa okwanmading. Then hapa iko kitu inaitwa mbuzi fry na ndunyis. Kuna ndunyis? Ndunya. Ndunyis na nice. Kuna mbuzi fry. Kuna greenery. Have you done a landscaping? Lawn. Kuna lawn. We have lawn here. Yeah. Kuna greenery. Inaitwa greenery.